Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm driving the new facelifted Hyundai Creta, and this is the diesel automatic. So I'll tell you how the car is to drive and how is it for the city and stuff. So let's just start with the video. So as soon as you sit in the Creta, you sit higher up since it's an SUV, and the refinement of the engine, I've been driving it for the last 10-15 minutes, so it's very smooth. So basically the Creta gets 3 engine options and 3 transmission options for the automatic. So one is the normal petrol CVT with a 1.5 liter. So basically all the Cretas have the 1.5 liter petrol, but different types of tuning is that. One is the diesel and one is the turbo petrol as well. So the turbo petrol gets a 7-speed DCT, and the diesel automatic, which I'm driving right now, so this is a 6-speed torque converter, and the power figures on this car, it's around 116 horsepower and the torque output is 250 Nm. So yeah, diesel is torquey, and the best part of the Hyundai group is that they're offering diesels in the era where all of the companies are discontinuing the diesel. So it's a big step up, and I think it's an advantage for the brand to continue diesel, since the sales figures obviously have a lot more in it. So the engine isn't that loud, but when you cross around 2500 RPM, the engine starts to be vocal, and you can feel the turbo as well, since the diesels are turbo. So, and the suspension is actually smooth. For the city wise, if you see why people choose the Creta, is because of its suspension. The Seltos has a good suspension, but it's more on the sportier side, but Creta is more towards the comfort side and the city side, so that gives a bit of advantage in the competition, if you say. So in the steering wheel, if you see the steering wheel, it's a 4-spoke one, so yeah, it looks good and feels good as well, feels premium. Also, like when I put the indicators, so this car has the 360-degree camera. So on the dash, the instrument cluster shows exactly like which camera, and like if I put the left indicator, the left camera switch is on, and the right camera, the right switch is on. So I'll just launch the car. One thing what I noticed about the Creta right now after launching the car is that it has the turbo lag. I lifted off my foot off the accelerator, but I saw that the car was continuing after 3500 RPM. So that sense of turbo lag is there. But the performance was good. Like obviously you could hear the dieselness, but the performance was fine. Like it was pulling up speeds nicely. So that was a good thing. So even in the Creta there are 3 drive modes. You get, let me just check. You get normal, eco and sport. So I was driving in normal, so let me check in eco, how is it? So for normal mode it's good, like it's fine. So I'm driving in eco, even the instrument cluster changes. So in eco, things are even more gentle, it's even more smooth. That's what the company wants you, or the engine is designed to do, that you can extract the fuel economy, and obviously you want that fuel economy if you put in eco. But most probably I think even in normal mode it's fine, but eco it's little more what do we say, little more easy. So if you want to drive fast, definitely eco isn't the mode you want to try for. But yeah, I mean for the city and the streets, this is good. So the steering, as I mentioned, it's so smooth that easily you can drive it with one hand. So like it's so light, and the what do we say, the response is also good. Also, when you go over the bumps and stuff, you don't feel it in the car. As I mentioned, since the Creta's suspension is tuned towards the comfort side, it's very easy to use and the ride is very comfortable. Like last 3 or 4 bumps, I took it over it and I couldn't feel any of them. So that's good. And the visibility overall, to like, the car is wide and it's little tall, so visibility is really good. Also, the panoramic sunroof makes it even better because yeah, it gets a lot of airy feeling in the car. So even the horn, it feels premium. I know all the Cretas have the same horn, or maybe they've carried forward the horn, but it feels good. Like the Germans, like I'm talking about the BMWs and Mercedes, have a not exactly sounding similar horn, but it feels premium for the segment what they're offering, so that's good. So if you talk about the mileage, in the city around you can expect between 10 to 12 kilometer per liter if you drive it normally, like not, you're driving gently, say with a light foot on the accelerator. Of the automatic I'm talking about. If you talk about the manual, obviously you can extract more because you're controlling the gears and stuff. But if you go hard, like if you go drive in the sport mode or something like that, and if you drive it fast, definitely you can't expect double digit figures, so it's good. I'll just put in the sport mode, so let's see how it goes. So as soon as I put into sport mode, and I noticed that the responses are quick. Even on the light foot, it easily crawls up to 2000 RPM, so the difference is there. In Eco it was like around, say, sticking between 1000 and 1500 RPM. The normal mode sticks between 1500 and 2000 RPM. The sport mode even more, so that's good. Like you can easily feel the torque and the power instantly, so that is the main purpose of offering drive modes. Also they offer some traction modes as well, so Hyundai's added a lot of features and a lot more tech as well, so which makes it even appealing for the customer to buy, because already Creta was known as the king of the segment of the, say, the mid-size SUV segment, so they have upped the game a little bit more. So I mean, if you ask like which car are you buying, and if someone is saying Creta, that's nothing new, like, so it's become a common thing. But sometimes when you go on the light foot, the gear changing sometimes under 2000 RPM is little slow. Like when you pull it, now I'm holding it, I'm not like perfectly holding it, it's taking time to shift the gears. So gear shifts aren't the fastest, it's decently quick. Since it's a torque converter, the fastest, I think the dual clutch transmission have the fastest shifts, so it's good. Even the engine, the diesel engines, not all of them sound good, because the Maruti, I've driven some of the diesel engines like the Ciaz and the Brezza, it sounds crap. But the Hyundai diesel engines, first of all, it redlines till 5000 RPM and it has that sporty feel. The dieselness is there. Even if you talk about the Germans, like which they had the Polo, those sounded well, but this sounds like a beast. Even the old 1.6 I drove once and it was like a gem driving that, and that had a lot more power and torque figures, but still, like, this is more fuel efficient, and I heard that this has better mileage thing, like the fuel efficiency in this, the Creta, the 1.5, it's better than the 1.6. Even the mid-range pull, say between 20 to 80 or 30 to 90 or something, the 1.5 diesel or petrol, both of them have a better pull than the 1.6. So they worked on the engine not only towards the fuel economy but also on the acceleration figures as well. So yeah, why not? It's good. But you're downsizing, obviously you won't feel good after hearing that Hyundai has downsized the engine. But I mean, it gets the job done and you're getting the performance what you want, so it's good. Also in this you get this what do we say, auto start stop system, so that works well when you put the car into neutral, or maybe when you're hard on the brakes while you're on the standstill, so it switches off, and when you release the brakes it starts. Yeah, that's the thing. So you guys let me know in the comments what you think about the new facelifted Hyundai Creta diesel automatic, and these are my driving impressions of how the car is. So thank you so much. Please do like, share, comment and subscribe, and do let me know your views of the facelifted Hyundai Creta. So this, as I mentioned, that it has a 360-degree camera. So this is how the reverse camera is, and this is the 360-degree view. So it makes it easy to park the car. So if you're close, or if you're not close, or if you're perfect, or if you're not perfect, it exactly shows in the camera like how it is. So you have different views as well, top down view and this the side view. So yeah, good system in there.